everybody. Today we're going to learn to read a second inversion augmented triad by integrating it into a nice progression whereby we begin on the one chord in second inversion, then we make the one chord augmented, which makes it unstable. That will pull us to the four chord in first inversion, followed by the minor four chord in first inversion, and then back ending on the one chord. Here's how it'll sound. And we're going to do this in 12 major keys. So please print out a copy of this, and before you do anything, label the chords so you know what you're doing. For example, we'd have C major, capital C, C augmented with a plus sign. That's a shorthand for augmented. And then F major, large F, F minor. We're going to put a dash after the F indicating minor, and then back to C. Then after doing that, label the chords with numeric functions. So C is our one chord. C augmented is our augmented one chord, which brings us to four chord, large Roman numeral 4, and then a minor 4 with small Roman numeral 4, and then back to 1. Fingering for the right hand, I would suggest using 1, 2, 4. Again, 1, 2, 4. And then for the first inversion, 1, 2, 5. And once again, 1, 2, 5. And then back to 1, 2, 4. That's for the right hand. And for the left hand, I suggest using 5, 2, 1, then 4, 2, 1 for the augmented, and then 4, 2, 1 for both four chords. And then back to 5, 2, 1. And after going through the video with me, watching my hand play it and playing along, try to do it on your own by pointing to the individual triads, saying what they are: C major, C augmented, F major, F minor, C major. If you want to get technical, you can say one chord C, augmented one chord, C augmented, four chord F, minor four chord, F minor, one chord C. And then repeat the same thing using your left hand and then pointing with your right hand as you do that. So let's give them a try. All right, we have C major with 1, 2, 4, second inversion. We're going to raise the G to a G sharp for the augmented. Come up to first inversion 4 chord, F major, then minor. That's an A flat now, and then back to C. And we'll do it twice. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, now augmented. That's a G sharp on the bottom. F major. Now F minor, it's an A flat on the bottom, and C, 2, 3, off. Again, C, augmented, F major, that's 4 chord, minor 4, and C, 2, 3, off. All right, with C sharp major, we begin with G sharp, C sharp, E sharp. This becomes a G double sharp, that's the augmented, bringing us up to F sharp major, first inversion, 4 chord, F sharp minor, first inversion, and back to C sharp. Let's try that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's augmented. Here comes the 4 chord. F sharp major, F sharp minor, C sharp major. 2, try again. Off. Augmented. Major, F sharp minor, 2, 3, off. And my hand is twisted because right behind me is a tripod, so your hand should be like this when you're playing, okay? All right, D major, second inversion. The A comes up to an A sharp for the augmented. 4 chord is G major, then minor 4, G minor. This is a B flat now, and a D for the 1 chord. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, augmented, G major, G minor, and D. 2, try again. Off. A comes up to an A sharp and a G chord, 4 chord. B goes down to a B flat, and D. 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, E flat major. We have B flat, E flat, G. B flat comes up to a B natural for the augmented. Then we go to the 4 chord, A flat major, then A flat minor. The C goes down to a C flat, and then back to 1. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Augmented. Get off. Get off. Get off. 1, 2, 3. Again. Augmented. A flat minor, and E flat. 2, 3, off. Good. Let's go up to E major. B, E, G sharp. The B comes up to a B sharp for the E augmented triad. And then we go to the 4 chord, which is A. First inversion, C sharp comes down to a C natural for C minor. For A minor. And then finish up on E major. All right, let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. E major, E augmented, brings us up to A, which is the 4 chord, minor 4, A minor. 1, 2, 3, off again. E augmented, A major, A minor, and E major. 2, 3, off. All right, begin with F major, second inversion. The C comes up to a C sharp for augmented. The 4 chord is B flat major. In first inversion, then B flat minor. The D comes down to a D flat. And we finish on second inversion, F. Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Major, augmented. Now B flat major, B flat minor, and F. 2, and off again. Augmented, B flat major first, B flat minor first, F major, 2, 3, off. Next is F sharp major, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp. C sharp becomes a C double sharp for the augmented. And that brings us up to our 4 chord, which is B major. First inversion. Now the D sharp comes down to a D natural for B minor. And we finish on F sharp. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Augmented. Now B major, our 4 chord, B minor, and F sharp. 2, 3, off. Get off, augmented, get off, B major, get off, B minor, and F sharp major. 3, off. All right, let's begin now on G major, D, G, B. D becomes a D sharp, that's our augmented. 4 chord is C. And C minor, the E becomes an E flat. And you're left with G. All right, try 1, 2, 3, 4. G major, G augmented, bringing us up to C minor, and G. 1, 2, try again, off. D comes up to a D sharp, then C major, the E on the bottom goes to an E flat, and G, 2, 3, off. All right, next is A flat major, E flat, A flat, C. The E flat comes up to an E for the augmented. 4 chord is D flat major, first inversion, then the F comes down to an F flat now for D flat minor, and then back to A flat. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A flat, augmented, D flat minor, back to A flat. 2, try again, off. Off. Our next chord is A major, E, A, C sharp. The E becomes an E sharp for the augmented, and that's going to pull up to this F sharp for the D major triad in first inversion. F sharp becomes an F natural, brings us back to A. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Augmented, D major, 4 chord, D minor, and back to 1, 2, 3, off, augmented, D major, D minor, A major, 2, 3, off. Next up is B flat major, second inversion, F, B flat, D. F comes up to an F sharp for the augmented. That's going to pull up to the G here for the E flat chord. That's the 4 chord. And then G goes down to a G flat for the minor and back to B flat. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat augmented, E flat major, 4 chord, minor, back to 1, 2, 3, off again, B flat, augmented, E flat minor, and B flat, 2, 3, off. Next is B major. So that's F sharp, B, D sharp. The F sharp gets double sharped because that's going to pull up to this G sharp for the E major triad. The G sharp's going to pull down to a G natural for E minor and then back to B. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. B, augmented, E major, minor, and B. 2, 3, again. 3, off. All right, let's try the left hand now, and I'd recommend 5, 2, 1, then 4, 2, 1 for the augmented, then 4, 2, 1 again for the first inversion 4 chord, then 4, 2, 1 again, first inversion minor 4 chord, and then 5, 2, 1. All right, give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Major, augmented, 4 chord, minor 4, F minor, C major 2, 3. Try again. C major, augmented, F major, F minor, and C major. And off you go. All right, C sharp major, we have G sharp, C sharp, E sharp. The G sharp gets double sharped. That's a G double sharp. Now, you might want to use 3 on the bottom here, depending on your hand size. This is easy for me. So I have the F sharp major triad, and then I'll just use my 4th finger for the minor, and then back to 1, C sharp. All right, let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. C sharp major, augmented, F sharp major is your 4, minor 4, C sharp 2, try again, off. And D major, A, D, F sharp. A comes up to an A sharp. And again, well, I would use 4 again, 4, 2, 1. For the G, the 4 chord, major, then minor. This is a B flat now on the bottom, and back to D. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Augmented. G major. G minor. Back to D. 2. Try again. Off. Get off. 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 2, 3, off. Right, for E flat, we have B flat, E flat, G. B flat comes up to a B natural. And then we go to A flat major, first inversion. This is a C on the bottom, E flat, A flat. The C turns into a C flat for the minor, and then back to E flat. And here again, if you want to use the 3rd finger on the first inversion chord, you might want to try that out. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Augmented. A flat. A flat minor. 2. Again. Off. Let's try E major, B, E, G sharp. The B turns into a B sharp because it's going to bring us up to the C sharp for the A triad. Then the C sharp goes down to a C natural for A minor, and back to E. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, augmented, A major, A minor, and E. 2, 3, off again. F major's next, C, F, A, second inversion. C comes up to C sharp for the augmented. And the 4 chord is B flat. D, F, B flat. Then the D goes down to a D flat here. D flat, F, B flat for minor, and then back to F. All right, try 1, 2, 3, 4. F, F augmented, B flat major, B flat minor, and F. 2, 3, try again. Augmented, B flat major, B flat minor, F. Off. Next is F sharp major, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp. The C sharp becomes a C double sharp because we're going up to B major, which is the 4 chord, and B has a D sharp on the bottom now. First inversion. D sharp turns into a D natural for the minor. That's B minor. And then back to F sharp. Okay, give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Major, augmented. 4 chord, B major. Minor. Back to 1, 2, 3 again. G major is next, D, G, B. D comes up to a D sharp for augmented. And then you have your 4 chord, C major, C minor, and back to G. Try 1, 2, 3, 4. Augmented, C major, C minor, back to 1. Again, 1 chord, augmented, up to the 4 chord, minor 4 chord, and 1. Good. And A flat's next. E flat, A flat, C. E flat comes up to an E natural. And that's going to pull us up to the 4 chord, which is D flat major. F, A flat, D flat. F becomes an F flat now for the minor. And then back to A flat. All right, try. 1, 2, 3, 4. A flat, augmented. D flat minor. Off again. Next up is A major, E, A, C sharp. E comes up to an E sharp, brings us to the 4 chord, D major. F sharp now drops to F natural for the minor, and then back to A. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3 again. Augmented. 4 chord, D. Minor 4. And 1. Next is B flat, F, B flat, D. F comes up to an F sharp, 4 chords, E flat major, G, B flat, E flat. G becomes a G flat for the minor, and back to B flat. Try 1, 2, 3, 4. Augmented. E flat minor, and B flat, 2, 3, try again. And B major is the final chord. F sharp, B, D sharp. F sharp becomes a double sharp. Brings us up to E major, 4 chord. G sharp goes down to a G natural, minor 4 chord, and B. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. B major, augmented. E major, E minor, back to B. 2, 3, off. B, augmented. And that's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you next time.